Hello, my name is Claudia, and today I'm to tell you a story about the importance of good interactions at work. It all happened at the teacher's room. There were the teacher, a classmate, and me. We were alone in the room using one of the three tables that were in there. We were talking about our next class and how to solve a situation with a student when it happened. A group of teachers entered the room. Some of them greeted us quickly and then they sat at another table. We returned to our conversation, and then one of the teachers made a very loud sound. Shh, shh, shh. We looked at them to see if something had happened, but only one teacher was looking at us, very angry. Can you stop talking? She asked us when she realized she caught our attention. We were perplexed. Were we very noisy? Were we talking too loudly? Were we annoying them? Then we realized she was not asking us to actually stop talking. She was asking us to stop speaking in English. The teacher didn't understand what was wrong, so he stood up and walked towards her. He talked privately with her and then came back with us. She said it was rude of us to speak in another language when she was around because she didn't understand what we were saying. Before I tell you all how this was solved, I'll explain why I chose this situation. My first reason was the topic. We never actually talk about how to interact with our colleagues, and I think that is necessary for us to unlock educational parameters at school. The second reason was that it really didn't have a solution. We just decided not to speak in English if that particular teacher was in the room. But what to do? What to do? What was interesting was to discuss about the topic. That was the most interesting part of all. For example, supporting our teacher, there are some theories. For example, being the only teacher of English in the school and having finished his degree 2 years before, he has to practice his English as much as possible, because otherwise he might end losing an important part of his knowledge on the language or the language itself. In her book, Elite Auctions points out that language attrition focuses on the effects resulting from an individual reduced use of the attrited language. Such reduction in use can be due to the change in the linguistic environment or determination of the instructional program. The second reason for him to be right is the fact that the way of addressing the topic in an impolite way is a bad behavior in classroom environment. Lynn Anderson and Christine Pearson say the existence of interpersonal conflicts can derive in very negative situations at school. At the end, what I got from this situation were three thoughts into how relations should develop at work. You should ever think the best. We are not saying mean things about you if we are using English. We are practicing. Always treat people the way you want to be treated. Don't shh people. And finally, we are working with children. We are the ones who have to behave as adults. For healthy environments, for a good education, for the children. Credits to the authors.
created using Powtoon.